You like that. Woo!
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Pull Up Show. My name is BJ Matthews, aka B Jizzle. You know what I'm saying? Before you get started, go ahead and hit that YouTube page. You know what I'm saying? The like, share, subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? Get all the updated contents by hitting that notification bell as well. You know what I'm saying? We definitely appreciate all the support on the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. It does not go unnoticed. Also, if you would like to donate to the Pull Up Basketball Podcast, y'all can see at the bottom of the screen. You can go into the Cash App, $ BJ Matthews, or the PayPal, which is bjmatthews38@gmail.com. Definitely would appreciate the support. You know, if everybody in here check in, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, get the notifications out there, but let's get it popping. All right, man. So y'all understand that we got free agency going on amongst in the NBA. A lot of crazy things have happened, you know what I'm saying? We're starting with the Kevin Durant situation, you know, him one out of Brooklyn. You got a bunch of guys who signed max deals, guys like, you know what I'm saying, Devin Booker, Ja Morant, Zach LaVine just signed a 5-year deal. Nikola Jokic signed a 5-year deal. James Harden is working on another deal. You have guys like Rudy Gobert, who's going to Minnesota. Bobby Portis signed. It just goes on and on. All these, you know, free agency's been crazy. You know, I've been covering it for the last few days. You know what I mean? So I've been very, very on top of things when it comes to that. But I decided to have a topic that circles around something a little bit more serious, because here we want to talk about basketball. That's what we're gonna talk about. But we also y'all becoming somewhat close to the Bullet Basketball Podcast. Some of y'all been with me for like the last 3 months, 6 months. You know what I'm saying? Rock with me. So the more I get to be around y'all, the more that y'all continuously. I think we should talk about real things and real life issues, right? And it's certain times, I have topics in my head I want to talk about because there's so much going on, in the NBA and just in life period. And there's some topics I choose to leave alone. But this was an opportunity to kind of talk about something that was well needed. You know what I mean? So what I'm talking about is basically there's a situation that's going on in the NBA right now revolving around, up and coming player, up and coming star in the league. And his name is Mykal Bridges. Let me go ahead and put this picture up. 1 second, y'all. I'll make sure I get the picture up for y'all. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. I can't believe I usually am prepared for moments like this, man. I can't believe I'm leaving y'all a buck, man. Y'all, my bad. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Excuse me. There we go. All right, here we go. No more delays. Mykal Bridges is the small forward of the Charlotte Hornets, 24 years old, up and coming star. Played with Lonzo Ball this season, and he was due for a big contract this year, right? I believe 4-year, $100 million. So think about that. 4 years, $100 million just to play a game and dribble a basketball, right? That's what this man was on the verge of getting. Because y'all understand, free agency, everybody getting these deals was happening on Wednesday, right? That's when everything started off. Guys signing left and right, big contracts, 200 mil, 100 mil, 75 mil, 50 mil. Like, people was getting their bread. You know what I mean? And this guy was up there. You can see he has the Jordan logo on the right side of his jersey. He's obviously, under Michael Jordan's tutelage in Charlotte. And he was dealt for a big contract. But all that took a twist on Wednesday when it was announced that Mykal Bridges was in deep, deep trouble with domestic violence towards his wife, Mychelle Johnson. Now, I didn't pay too much attention to this situation because at first, of course, free agency was going on a couple of days ago, but then new details came out just this morning. We're going to talk about what happened, which is why it became a little bit more serious to me. And we're just gonna go through the list, man. Go through the line. I'm gonna bring people in a little bit later, kind of let them talk and throw their 2 cents in. But we're gonna get to the point, man. What happened in the situation? Who's at fault? What's gonna happen to Miles Bridges? Is his career over? You know what I'm saying? Then just really get into it, like my analysis of the situation. So here we go. Now, from what I've understood, these two have been together dating back since high school. Miles Bridges and Mychelle Johnson have 2 kids together, a son and I believe a daughter, if I'm not mistaken. Definitely a son. I believe the other one's a daughter, but they have 2 children together. And they've been together for quite some time. Miles Bridges is from Flint, Michigan. He's 24 years old. Mychelle Johnson, and she's also 24 years old. So they somewhat of a high school sweetheart connection going on here. They've been together for years, you know what I mean? So they definitely know each other through and through. So they're husband and wife, right? And y'all know in situations and relationships, things happen. There's certain things that go through life that, people go through as, couples. And the problem is, though, this is concerned domestic violence. So obviously it's not something that should be normal. You're gonna argue with your wife, you're gonna argue with your husband, you're gonna get into disputes and disputes, but no one should ever get to no domestic violence situation. I think domestic violence, people need to understand what domestic violence is. Domestic violence ain't when 2 people are putting hands on each other and they're, going, fisticuffs. Domestic violence is when one party is doing all the beating, the other one's taking it. That's what domestic violence equates to. Domestic violence can be done either to a man and a woman or a woman to a man. Because believe it or not, there's women out here who are beating up on their men or on men, period. So I just want to get that out the way. But we got to talk about the facts of the situation. Like I just said, Miles Bridges was up for a 4-year, $100 million deal. Now that deal is off the table. Now, this guy has more problems that he's going to have to deal with, bigger problems he has to deal with than just getting another deal. Playing in the NBA is the least of his worries. Now we got to think if he's going to be able to play in the NBA again. Or when will he play in the NBA again? How is he gonna have jail time? Because the charge right now, he's out on bond. He has I think the court date is on July 21st. But the way I'm gonna show y'all pictures of what she looks like, they're gonna be able to charge him possibly with more than just aggravated assault. They could charge him for damn near attempted murder if they really wanted to when y'all see these pictures. Okay, so we're just gonna go through the facts of the situation. So this is the same woman. Okay. This was pictures she posted on her IG account literally just this morning, or was it yesterday morning? One of the two. She posted videos and she posted pictures of the domestic violence she says that's been going on for a few years. There's a picture of her leg, bruises on her leg. Right? And this is the autopsy. This is the report, actually, the medical report. If y'all can see, she said the adult victim of physical abuse by a male partner, assault by strangulation, brain concussion, closed fracture on a nasal bone, contusion of rib, multiple bruises, and strain of neck muscle. So when I look at this report, I'm saying to myself, okay, you have a person who it's like assault by strangulation. So that means he was trying to choke her. Brain concussion, which means he hit her so hard or she fell so hard to the ground that she actually, her brain was rocked. A closed fracture of nasal bone. He broke her nose pretty much. Contusion of the rib, which means he somewhat fractured her ribs. Multiple bruises all over her body, and a strain of a neck muscle, like I said, strangulation. And this all happened on, I believe, I want to say Tuesday, because it was reported on Wednesday morning about the situation. So those are the facts of the situation. She posted it on IG. There was all the bruises, all the things in the report. So this is definitely legit. Okay, that's her side. Now, I also want to talk about, she brought this, like I said, on Instagram, and she came out with a statement of, why she couldn't take the more of this abuse. And I'm going to tell y'all a screenshot of what she said and what y'all think about it, because there's a lot to dissect on what we're talking about. Again, I'm going to take my time with this, y'all. Y'all got to, bear with me. I am going to bring y'all into the chat. I am going to let y'all, say y'all piece, but we got to get to the, heat and the crux of it. And remember, keep hitting that like button. So this is her statement right here. And then we're going to, I'm gonna read it for y'all. I'm not gonna take too much time on it, but this is what her statement is. This is her IG. Move this out the way for y'all so y'all can see. It says, I hate that it has come to this, but I can't be silent anymore. I've allowed someone to destroy my home, abuse me in every way possible, and traumatize our kids for life. I have nothing to prove to the world, but I won't allow anyone who could do something so horrible to have no remorse and paint a picture of something I'm not. Right? We're dissecting it. I won't allow the people around him to continue to silence me and continue to lie to protect this person. It's unethical. It's immoral. It's truly sick. It hurts my heart because I've always had hope and so much love. And as scary as this for me to do, it's time I stand up for myself. I won't be silent to protect others anymore because I value myself and my kids more than anyone's image. A fractured nose, wrist, torn eardrum, torn muscles in my neck from being choked until went to sleep, and a severe concussion. Damn. I don't need sympathy. I just don't want want this happen to anyone else. I just want this person to get help. My kids deserve better. That's all I want. It hurts. Everything hurts. The situation hurts. Most importantly, I'm scared and hurt for my kids who are witnesses to everything. Please protect my privacy, family, and stop disgusting rumors and allegations. So that's what her comments on the situation was. Again, she was coming out, stating her piece about what had happened. And, I'm taking just bits and pieces of what she says in this. Like I said, if y'all look, she said she had a fractured nose, a wrist, torn eardrum, torn muscles in her neck, as well as being choked until she went to sleep in severe concussion. All in one counteract. You know what I'm saying? She also said that she's standing up for herself because she feels like people have been protecting her, and that's not unusual. Usually, when you a star player like Mykal Bridges or somebody who's a big deal or for a big contract, you'll have yes men around you. You'll have people who protect you and like keep stuff like this under wraps. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's a common thing to do that. And we're gonna get into how I feel about could she be lying or could she be just covering up for like could she be I'm gonna get into all that, so y'all just hold up. um she also says please respect her family's privacy and stop with the discussion rumors and allegations. So that's going back to, again, like I said, like people saying that she's out to get the bag and get money, and which I kind of don't really believe, because let's be like, again, he was up for a 4-year $100 million deal. Mykal Bridges was on a rookie contract, so he wasn't making much money. If she was really trying to get the bag, then she would have waited until he got that deal, which was literally Wednesday, to allow that to happen. And also, she's been with him ever since high school. So I mean, I find that hard to believe. Like, I know people who try to mooch off you, but if a person been with you since high school before you had anything, you got to kind of take their character. You know what I'm saying? Give them the benefit of the doubt, right? Soccer Update says, so I have to explain what I meant by saying on Big Tone. Yeah, we're gonna let you in. Yeah, we're gonna let you in, Soccer Update. Let you in, bro. But yeah, that's her side. That's what really on her side happened. She made it, clear what she felt. She's protecting her kids and she's truly sick. It hurts her heart, all this stuff. That's what she said. Now, let's go to, also there's another person before we get into Miles that actually I won't say testify because he wasn't on stand, but he spoke what happened. Now, I want y'all to listen to the video of the situation. So here we go.
Mama. What? Daddy choked mommy. Daddy choked mommy? Why? Because he didn't mean to fight together. Well, what did you do? I smacked him and Daddy doesn't be nice. You hit him and told him to be nice? What did he do that for, though? They were fighting each other. Where's your mommy's phone? It's from the window. He threw it out the window? Yeah, Daddy did it. He threw her phone out the window? Where'd he put her shoes? throws out the window. Oh my gosh, why? Because he wasn't being nice. As I smack him though. Yeah, that's not very nice. You have to be nice to people.
Y'all saw the video. That was Miles Bridges' son testifying. Well, not like I said, ain't testifying, but basically saying what happened in the situation. Now, pay attention to what he said. He said, and I don't know if this was a lady, it was her or somebody else, but notice what the kid. We was very detailed what happened. He said that what was going on. He said him and Miles was fighting. Now I'm gonna get into this also. I don't think this was not the first time this happened. I think this is a pattern between these two. Because the way he explained it calmly. He didn't explain like he was traumatized. He explained like it was something that has happened before. You understand what I'm saying? So he was very like discreet in detail. He was acting like it was just a normal thing. He also said that Miles wasn't being nice to her, and he was hitting her and choked her and threw her phone out the window, shoes, all that stuff, right? Basically saying like he was being aggressive, and he was telling the son was trying to tell him to stop. You know what I'm saying? So he made it clear what was going on. She asked him a question, he answered. You know what I mean? So like I said, I know this ain't the first time this done happened. These two have had spats like this before. You already said, like she said in her statement, she's not going to be silent anymore. She's saying in her statements that she's tired of being scared and she's going to protect her kids. So this ain't the first time. This dude has been beating on her for a long time. Now, I want to get to this as well. And this is going to go into a little bit deeper. This ain't the first time Miles Bridges has done some stupid stuff, right? Again, you were up for, I'm going to keep reiterating because this is a lot of money. You was up for a 4-year, $100 million deal. And now that deal is off the table. Nobody going to pay you. Jordan ain't going to pay you. Jordan ain't paying you. Nobody wants to touch you. You eat in the era that we're in and how the league is that woke league, no one's finna pay you that type of bread to play basketball. You're going to have bigger issues to worry about. But Miles Bridges has been making bad decisions for quite some time. You understand what I'm saying? Because there's actually stuff where Miles Bridges actually was making bad decisions before this situation happened. Okay? Y'all remember this? The last playing game in Atlanta, like in the playoffs, before the playoffs, Miles Bridges is walking out down the tunnel. He stops. He sees that fan with the yellow hat. And out of anger, because the Charlotte Hornets got beat pretty bad, I might add, Miles Bridges gets mad at the fan for taunting him and throws his mouthpiece at him. But the problem is he didn't actually hit him. He hit another lady who was right beside him with the mouthpiece, flung off him or whatever, and it hit her. Now, anybody who throws a mouthpiece, that's equivalent to spitting on somebody. Spitting on somebody is as worse as hitting somebody. I'd rather you hit me than for you to spit at me, because spitting makes you think that you're beneath me. So if you throw your mouthpiece at anybody, that is equivalent to spit, and that is disgusting. And you have all rings to get beat down for that. But that's what Miles Bridges did. He threw his mouthpiece at the guy because he was taunting him and taunting players. And I'm not saying that these fans, because I think some of these fans are out of control with what they be doing. They think they should be having some more restraint. But I'm saying, like, Miles Bridges, again, his emotions got to a point where he threw his mouthpiece at this guy. Then we see this picture, Miles Bridges drinking lean. You know what I'm saying? Anybody knows that codeine and all that syrup and all that stuff, drinking cough syrup and then mixing it in with ice, all types of dumb stuff. That fries your brain. It can drown your heart. There's been rappers that's died from that. Pimp C, Little Mo, Zero, like all these dudes who've been, on these lean type of things, a Southern drink. a Houston thing, I think, by belief, I'm not mistaken. A lot of these people, man, who drink this stuff, man, is poison. Lil Wayne went to the hospital for the same drink, damn near cardiac arrest for drinking that type of thing, man. But it's just dumb. You're a professional athlete and you think you some type of, this hip hop gangster lifestyle you trying to live, making bad decisions. You're not supposed to be putting this in your body at all. That's your moneymaker. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just bad decision after bad decision. Now you in another situation with your wife. She got all the evidence showing what you did to her. And all you got is I'm innocent. That ain't gonna work. Not in this society. But I also want to touch on this too, and people may get a little bit upset because I did watch, and anybody who doesn't know Ticket TV, go and subscribe to Ticket TV on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely one of the biggest YouTube shows as far as basketball out there on YouTube. Again, Ticket TV. And man, let me do this so y'all can follow him because he made a video about this this morning as well. I'm gonna put his YouTube page up in here. But Ticket TV, hold on. That's his YouTube page right there, Ticket TV. He spoke on this situation as well this morning. That's what kind of got me to make a video myself, because this is something that was meant to be talked about, man. And his basketball takes, to me, I don't really agree with much of them, but this one he was spot on. Now he basically was saying that he went all on Mykal Bridges. He said that you don't ever hit a woman, you walk away, you're a cow, you're a punk, you all that, like, which lines up. Yeah, it's true. Anytime you gotta get to a point where you gotta hit a person, put your hands on somebody, especially a female, that means you lack some type of emotional control of yourself. Emotional control. A lot of these dudes walking around with this testosterone, they don't have no control of their emotions. They go home mad and take it out on their wife and their kids because the world is, beating them down or whatever. They lack control. And that happens a lot with these athletes. Many of these dudes need counseling. Many of these dudes need help. Because not only are they suffering from, not having control of their emotions, but then you may have a situation with your partner who tries to provoke you in that situation. Okay, and this is gonna tie into what I'm gonna say. I saw that she put her Instagram up, the man's wife, Mykal Bridges' wife. And I'm just gonna take a stab at it, bro. I'm just gonna come out and say it. For him to beat on her like that and continuously doing this, I'm going to say that she's also toxic also, and she says things that continuously egg him on. Okay? But Miles is dumb because you're supposed to have control of your emotions as the man. You got to understand, you can't do what you want to do just because somebody tells you something. Because a woman tells you, tries to provoke you, try to turn your light switch on and off. She has control of what your emotions is. Now, I seen her Instagram. These are some of the pictures that she was posting on her Instagram. Remember, this is his wife. This isn't his girlfriend. This ain't no side chick. This is his wife. So, any wife of mine, if she's posting this on Instagram for the world to see, knowing that I'm in the limelight, knowing that you're supposed to be a person of class on my side, I don't want a wife. I would not touch a woman like this. I'm just going to be honest. Because she's out of place. Yes, she's 24 years old, but you also know who else was 24 years old when she was dressed in the class? Right here, Ayesha Curry. Ayesha Curry's been married to Steph Curry since he was, 22, 23? You ain't never seen Ayesha Curry showing her body off like that, like how Mrs. Johnson did. Because Ayesha Curry, regardless if you want to say, y'all want to talk about how she made that comment about how she didn't want to, she wanted attention from men and all that stuff. Bottom line is that she actually still stands by Steph Curry's side. She dresses with class. She's not out here acting crazy. So I can't use age as just an excuse of why she's acting like this. Women of class know how to act, period, by how they're raised. Here's another one. Nia Long and Ime Udoka, head coach of the Boston Celtics. You know what I'm saying? That's his wife, Nia Long. Beautiful woman. Nia Long, I used to love Nia Long back in the 90s. And I also want to make this point too. Ever notice how women in the 90s look different from women of nowadays? In this culture that we promote, all this twerking and all this, toxic behavior, and we allow it and buy into it. Notice in the 90s, you didn't really see that. Women were covered, women were dressed with etiquette and class. They talked to people with respect. They had a femininity about themselves. They weren't promoted as "I don't need no man" syndrome. And these are the type of women that get husbands. These are the women that get rings. Here's another one. LeBron James and Savannah James. Beautiful woman. Covered up, ain't acting a fool on social media, ain't posting naked body pictures, all types of stuff on her body. And she's been with LeBron James since high school as well. And you've never heard her be in the media. And these are the biggest stars in the NBA. Miles Bridges ain't even a star, ain't nowhere near these guys. Make no mistake, fellas. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I want everybody to listen here. Your woman is she is a reflection of you. When you step out with her, you're supposed to be a person who's proud of your woman. Your woman is supposed to bring you peace. Especially your wife. Your woman should never have to get you out of character for you to feel like you had to put your hands on them. But again, like I said, Miles Bridges is in fault because he's supposed to have more control of his emotions because why? He's a man. You can't put your emotions in somebody else's woman hand, let alone a female. You can't do it. Because I keep hearing these stupid comments from guys talking about, well, what about what she did? What about what does that matter? If she's to get to a point again where he feels like he has to, put hands on her, bro, that's not your wife. You can't keep using that same excuse. That means you need to find a new wife. As much money as Miles Bridges has, as much resources he has, he can get a woman who ain't gonna put him through that amount of drama and that amount of stress. But now, look at you now. You're in a situation where you're not only gonna lose $100 million, you're gonna have a hard time even finding another team, and you might be facing jail time. You understand what I'm saying? Dejan Marcus said, I disagree with you. I should go. Well, what you disagree with me, Dejan? C Phoenix said Miles Bridges cost himself millions to dummy award goes. Hey, facts, Miles. Hey, C Phoenix, welcome to the show, brother. Somebody with a brain in here. See, people gotta stop focusing on what she did. If you have the right to release her. Anytime a woman, if she does anything out of character and does you no peace, it's time for her to move on. It's time for you to leave. It's time for you to depart her. Again, this ain't somebody that should be your wife. Posting pictures like this on social media. I'm telling you, I know what happened. She and him been going through this for years at a time, and they've been fighting each other. And now, like a lot of times, she wants to come out and say he's been beating me and all this stuff. But she also, from her, I'm not going to even be very honest with you. She controls what she controls his emotions. And the only person I really feel truly sorry for is those kids. Because now that son, that man, that boy's going to have to deal with two of his parents broken up and the family broken up because of this nonsense. Two grown adults. Now, let me make no mistake. Like I said with Ticket pretty much went off on Madrid, and I agree with him that you shouldn't put your hands on no woman. But the problem is, I don't stop there. You shouldn't put your hands on anybody. Because make no mistake, there's women out here who do scandalous stuff. They do be, yelling profanity stuff in your face if you do walk away. right? It shouldn't be this hard. If that's your wife, she should not put you in that position. So we can't keep trying to soften the blow by just focusing on the guy. We have to put it where onus is on both. These are two adults. These ain't two kids. They know right from wrong. But Mykal Bridges is a dummy. He's an idiot. Because he kept feeding into it, and you keep making bad decisions, drinking lean. You a professional basketball player smoking weed on your IG stories, bro. You 24. You not a kid. I guess what I'm basically saying is that Mykal Bridges lacks the emotional awareness. He lacks emotional awareness. You understand what I'm saying? See, Phoenix, it takes two, we gotta know better. The NBA players put players in training about women like her when they are rookies. He slept during the, yeah. And that's what I'm saying, though. But like I said, even the reason why I'm saying women also, because here's the thing, bro. Us saying that women, is you shouldn't hit a woman is not going to stop women from hitting men. Like I said, and this is just, I'm going to just put this out there. She would probably go back to that dude. Based off of the history they have being together since high school, because something has kept her there for this long. So she probably would go back. She got kids with this guy. She probably will go back to this dude. Unless she gets half of his fortune. But she will probably go back to him. There's a lot of broken people in this world, man. A lot of people from childhood have not done with therapy. They have not dealt with their emotional problems. And now here we are in a society where you got a lot of people who are not valuable citizens, causing trouble, causing havoc, because people are out of order. The hierarchy of a household is not respected. You got women out here trying to act like they're men, trying to outdo men, trying to talk shit to men. You got men out here who don't have emotional awareness, and they don't have emotional control to lead a household. I understand why a lot of women don't want to follow men, and they try to do it themselves, because a lot of men don't know how to be men. A lot of men don't know how to, lead a household, don't know how to cover their children, know how to teach their children anything. So they lost. They lost. So how could you expect a woman to follow you if you don't even know, you can't teach her nothing? That's why fathers are so important, Brandon. And I gotta have we have a video on this. That's why fathers are so important. That's why men are so important, man. If you got any children, I'm talking to the men out here. If you got any children, be in your kids' lives. But also, more importantly, pick the right woman to do it with. Because yes, there's women who will keep you from their child, but a woman with class, a woman with respect for herself and dignity, she's not going to keep you from your relationship with your child, because she understands that that child needs you just as much as they need her. So you pick the right person to procreate with, and this was something that a lot of us, I'm gonna be very honest, a lot of black men don't do, because a lot of us didn't have it, and it's messing up this next generation. They walk around lost, mad, angry, upset at the world, and they're not taking care of their business. And then instead of talking about exposing it, we keep trying to sweep it on the rug and say, "Oh, that's just how they are, man. You just gotta let people." No, it's enough of that. People need to be called out for what they're doing. Hey, bro, that's not cool. You need to do this. You need to handle it like this. But that's what these fathers and these big brothers and these men are for, to teach these kids. Drop this link for y'all to come in here. Remember, keep hitting that like button, y'all. Keep hitting that like button. Prince Phil said, women know how to trigger us to snap easily, especially on drugs or anything, but around the kids. Yeah. And that's why I say, Prince, that women, and welcome to the show, bro. You have to understand something. There's women out here who knows exactly what they're doing, know how to trigger, and they think it's funny. And they look at a dude like this idiot, Mykal Bridges, who will play into that nonsense and get a kick out of it. Who will feed into that toxicity. And the only people that are really suffering are the children. Can't keep using the same line, or you can't hit a woman. You shouldn't be hitting anybody. A man goes out there and messes with a wild animal, a tiger, or a lion, and he gets his head chopped off or head bit off. What do you think the masses is going? It's on the front page. What do you think the masses is going to say? Why was he messing with that lion? Why was he messing with that tiger? But for some reason, a woman who knows she ain't stronger than a man, a woman who knows she can't beat a man, a woman who knows she doesn't have the strength of man, still will keep doing it, knowing that that is not a good thing to do. That's not smart. But the response is you don't hit a no. It's the response is keep your hands to yourself. But I can't use that with this case. I'm just putting out because it's a situation we can use it for. This case doesn't revolve. I believe that this dude has been beating on this woman out of anger and just having triggers and having emotional, did not have an emotional awareness. Because if you look at it, and there's actually videos out there with him working out, and you don't see no marks on Mykal Bridges. Usually when it's a back and forth, you would see some type of evidence or some type of marks on his body to show that she's been scratching him, hitting him, bruising him up. There's none of that on his body. So he's been beating up on her. So it makes Miles, you can't defend this. You can't. I dropped the link. Anybody want to come in here? Bubba, Bruce, anybody want to come in here? Let me know. But Mykal Bridges again, man. The analysis on this situation is we have to be smarter as men. Men have to be smarter because this is stuff that should not even be happening. A man who has something to live for, has some type of character, has some type of common sense and some manhood to themselves and some control of his emotions, does not engage in stuff like this. If you have a situation where somebody's provoking you that bad, where you got to put hands on somebody, it's time to leave, man. Go out for a walk. Leave my house. If she doesn't want to leave your house, either one or two things. You can have her stay there and get the authorities to remove her, or just be like, you know what? I'm just gonna, deal with this after I get my deal. He couldn't wait 24 hours to do what he did. Think about it. She was at a point, and again, this is how I know it's not, she ain't lying. She got to a point where she could not take one more beating and pretty much snitched and told the authorities, hey, he's beating up on me. Hey, he's hurting me. And she took it straight to her IG or Instagram. What's up, Bruce?
Hey man, how you doing?
Man, this is nonsense, man. What you got?
I don't know. It's Miles Bridges just probably retired from playing in the NBA for a while. He's gonna have to rehab his image, show that he's contrite, or go see a therapist or something. Because I don't know. I don't think, especially now with female empowerment movement going on, the Me Too thing going on, I don't think a team is gonna touch him for now. Because and Jordan MJ, he's like the face of Nike or Air Jordans. I don't think he's gonna have a contract with Hornets. I don't see a team that's gonna touch him. And like you said, maybe it's very possible that she's not lying, because she could have waited and sue him for more money when he gets a contract. So, I mean, maybe something. His lawyer might say something happened to him when he was a child. He has anger stuff, so anger management, and he's probably gonna need anger management. And I don't know. I hope he gets better, because those kids might be traumatized, and because I
but time
remember
out.
things that happened to me when I was a kid. So
Time out. Hey, hold on. Time out. See, I appreciate that, Bruce. And hit that, keep hitting that like button, y'all. But see, I can't use. You see, Miles Bridges is a dummy, man. Because I can't even use now that his when he was a child, because and I'm just going by this picture. He has his father, he has his mother, he has his sister. He went to a good university. He had both. And I don't know if they went through something similar with his father and his mother. I haven't seen nothing like that. But for him to have both his parents and his sister there, it's nothing traumatizing that I've seen about him where you could say, well, that's just something that he was accustomed to growing up, because you can see in this picture his family is all supportive of him. So it makes it hard for anybody to say something like, well, maybe he was, as a child, he was this, that. I mean, I would need some type of paperwork or some documentation to show that, because I've never heard nothing about it.
I mean, sometimes pictures lies.
Yeah, it could be. That's why I said I need to see something to show it. I'm just going by his father being. I was saying basically fathers are needed, because that behavior of you just popping off at any moment, that's more of a thing a woman would do. A woman will sit there and go off of, emotions. That's the emotional response. Men have to have control of their emotions. So, I mean, I would have to kind of get more information. But what you think, Bubba?
Yeah. First of all, I don't condone any form or any type of violence whatsoever. Like, I don't condone any of that. But I have a question for the female. I thought she said this domestic thing has been going on for months, but you just said it's been going on for years, right? And my
It's
whole thing
been
is,
going on for a long time. I want to say, I don't know how many years, but I know it's been going on for a minute, because she said she's tired of being silent. So this ain't the first time. Go ahead.
okay, so my whole thing is like, if you, why are you coming out now? Why didn't you come out back then? Like the whole timing of it is why I said, I wouldn't say it's a setup, but the timing of it was kind of like, it was like she planned it, like free agency coming up, what I'm saying? This dude has been doing this kind of things to me. I'm gonna wait, and I can really fuck him over from not getting his money from, Michael Jordan, because, he was due for a big contract. Now, if you was going through this for a long time, like, why didn't you come out? Why are you coming out now? Because, I don't care who you are. Like, violence is not something that you can handle. You know what I'm saying? It's not something that it should be taken lightly. You know what I'm saying? If you're being abused in any form or any kind of way, you should come out immediately to try to put a stop to it. So with her, like, kind of not coming out and coming out right now with free agency, like, I just felt like the timing of it wasn't right. If you could withhold it all these years, why couldn't you wait? You know what I'm saying? Let him get his contract, and after he get his big contract, you can sue him for a lot of millions, like Bruce said. But when you said he's been doing dumb decisions and all that, like drinking lean, smoking weed, like, I
Yeah,
just say that.
you can't defend this dude. And shout out to Prince Fields for the comments. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button, y'all. Keep hitting that like button. He said it could be the drugs, bro, and the people he hang around with got to be careful. This is what I think about this dude, man. I'm being honest, and I know Bruce said what he said, that pictures can lie, but this is what I think happened. Based off the bad decision making of Miles Bridges with the lean, the marijuana, trying to be a rapper, be a fake rapper, and all that dumb stuff, just making bad decisions. Him throwing the mouthpiece at the fan, just stupid stuff that he's been doing. I would be more into, like, he does have yes men around him. He has people who have just don't give him any type of constructive criticism. I don't know what his father has said to him. I don't know if his father knew everything, all this stuff was going on. I'm talking about in the household. You know what I mean? Because they could have hit this from their parents as well in the family. I'm going to bet to differ that Miles Bridges had been put around the wrong people, doing the wrong things, and I think he feel like he was invincible. That's why I think he was just going on, just beating up on his woman, and him drinking that lean and that codeine, all that poison. It fries your brain. So he can be on rage and all this other stuff just by the drugs he takes. So it's bad decision making and a bad timing. Um, what do you think? What do you feel like is going to happen, Bubba, with him?
I don't see him being an NBA player for a while. I feel like it's gonna take a while for a team to take a chance on him again if he gets through this, if he doesn't go through any jail time or whatever the case may be. But I can see him playing overseas, but in the NBA, it's gonna be very hard for him, and definitely not Charlotte. It's just a bad look for him, man. With the people around him, you can tell like they're yes men, like they're just there for their benefit. You know what I'm saying? Now that he's in trouble, I don't think any of his friends are gonna be there for him.
Oh, of course not. That's how it goes. Once you have put yourself in the fire and put yourself in a situation where you look, because now nobody wants to touch him, nobody wants to deal with him. Shout out to I Love Weed. Yeah. Dumb, stupid decision. Like I said, men and Epic Play said it. He said it at best, and I stand for men, but I also got to hold them accountable. Miles got to do some time. The evidence is damn criminal. Yeah, you can't defend this idiot. There's no way around it. She got the pictures. She got the documents from the doctor's office. He got the record of him making dumb decisions. You can't defend him.
Yeah,
so he needs to do that time.
And the video as well. I didn't even see the video. If you didn't show the video on your stream right now, I never seen the video. These are all evidence that can,
Hey, let me show it again.
Yeah.
Let me show it again for these dummies.
Mama.
What?
Daddy choked mommy.
Daddy choked mommy? Why?
Because he beat me with the fight together.
Well, what did you do?
As I smacked him, and Daddy doesn't be nice.
You hit him and told him to be nice? What did he do that for, though?
They were fighting each other.
Where's your mommy's phone?
She threw in the window.
He threw it out the window?
Yeah, Daddy did it.
He threw her phone out the window? Where'd he put her shoes?
Throw out the window.
Oh my gosh, why?
Because he wasn't being nice. As I smacked him though.
Yeah, that's not very nice. You have to be nice to people.
Now, Raheem, now, let me shout out to my man Raheem, man, for, entering the chat, you know what I'm saying? He has not ruined his career. That's an overtake. He's about to get the bag. He probably has had mental. No, see, this is where I draw the line. The mental health issues he put on himself. He don't play football. He not getting hit in the head where he just dealing with, concussions and stuff like that. The dude's been drinking lean, man. If he has any type of things messing with his brain, it's all self-inflicted. And with this society that we live in, where it's a woke, you gotta think about this is the NBA, a woke league. To say he hasn't ruined his career yet, and that's an overtake, he ain't getting no bag right now. Who gonna give him the bag? The bag he was supposed to get picked up and ran. Like Jordan didn't want to give him the deal as it is. Like Jordan, as dumb as Jordan is as a GM, he made the right choice by not giving Bridges the bag because he understands how dumb he is. So you saying he hasn't ruined his career? I mean, I'm not saying he might not play again, but he's definitely gonna have to, face this. Whether that be jail time, whether that be anger management class, whether that be out the league for a season or two, he gonna have to face this. You ain't gonna run from this. Bruce, what you got?
I don't know if you guys remember, a couple of years ago, there was this NFL player, football player, Greg Hardy. He was beating up his girlfriend, and then he never played in the NFL anymore. Now he's in UFC. I don't know if he's UFC. So Mykal Bridges might do some UFC, or he might be fighting Logan Paul. So you never know.
Yeah, man. And people forget about all the times where things don't end well, especially for black men that do stuff like this. Look at Ray Rice. Ray Rice, I don't think he played a game. I don't think he played a game in the league again. And this one's worse than Ray Rice because at least With Ray Rice, you had a video of her actually hitting him. So all he did was knock her out cold, and he ain't touching the league again. Look at guys like who else? Who's that? Who's that other dude I'm thinking of? Um, man, left my head, man. Who's dealing with the man? Oh, Chris Brown. They still go through. They still rate Chris Brown through the coals, man. He ain't been the same since. That dude was supposed to be the next Michael Jackson, and now he ain't even. Nobody even talks about Chris Brown no more.
Mm.
So this stuff, this follows behind guys, man. I don't understand. Why is it? Why can't you just either A, choose a woman who's not going to put you through this, or B, have some class, some type of respect, and actually just get up and leave the situation. And if she tries to hit you, or she tries to, you know what I'm saying, provoke you even more, then tell the authorities. Go to the authorities.
Bro, this guy
Period.
can't. He can't go to the authorities, bro. He's trying to be a rap. He's trying to be a street nigga, bro.
That's his problem. That's why he ain't. That's why I'm saying he's an idiot. You know how you can give him all the alternatives that you want, but he's so stupid. He ain't gonna be able to count. He won't even probably even know what to say to the authorities. He probably He probably make himself look stupid and turn himself in.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like he said, in front of the kids, he's done. Like that. That's what really, to me, gets me. That it was in front of the kids, in front of your children, man. Like you don't even care enough to even keep that from your children. If y'all want to do that stupid stuff, do that away from the kids, man. Just complete selfishness, man. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit the subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Hit the Cash App. You know what I'm saying? Right there on the ticker.
Well, he lost that money. He's not gonna get a bag. I was reading, the guy said he's gonna get a bag. A bag of what? Not of money.
He ain't that's out. He ain't getting no bag. Epic Play said to record yourself and get some. Yeah, but again, that's why I say, like I said, my opinion, what's been going on is this dude's been putting hands on her for a long time. She's been allowing it, or scared to come forward because she's afraid that there's nobody going to be able to support her. But also, I look at her as like somebody I wouldn't even want to be in America. I think she is confrontational. I think that because notice what the child said. It was them fighting each other. It wasn't one side. Like he said, they were fighting each other.
I think they've been doing hard drugs, fight, and she's probably gonna be regretful, and they're gonna be together in a year. So they're gonna have an interview on TV, and she's gonna beg NBA teams to give him a chance.
Yeah, she gonna be back with him, man. Like, look at this. Look at this. This is the same. You wouldn't even be able to recognize her.
I don't know about those eyelashes, but okay.
She beat that man. Look at the report. Assault by strangulation, brain concussion, closed fracture of nasal bone, contusion of rib, multiple bruises. Come on, man. And for what? Because she said something that got you over the edge and you just went crazy. Man. Men and women, they're out of place, man. People are out of place today. I also want to say this, man. Hold on, what did you say?
Oh my God. I'm just reading Raheem comment.
Someone hit me with daughter, he died, no question. Yeah. If that was your sister, if that was your mom, or if that was your daughter, like you would handle that. Y'all will handle that. So, I mean, Raheem said made it look like Cardi B without. Yeah, it's bad. It's terrible, man. It's not how now a man's supposed to conduct themselves. Um, Prince Phil said we gotta do better as men. I don't care what you do or you have how you do it. We gotta do better. Yeah, but you'll have men out here saying free Miles Bridges and all this, bro. Like, no, ain't no free Miles Bridges. Miles Bridges he needs to go to jail. He needs to go to anger man. He needs to go to all that.
Mm.
But
It's in trouble.
yeah, man. Oh, it's nonsense, bro. What y'all think about these moves that's been made today, man?
Minnesota is crazy stupid.
Yeah, I didn't really care too much about that move. I don't know why. I just felt like they gave up all their perimeter defense
That's why I was, yeah.
for a guy who cannot play defense other than just stay by the basket.
Yeah. Defensive player of the year cannot go to perimeter.
Yeah, I don't think Minnesota's gonna be like. I think they'll be still a playoff team, but I don't think they're gonna like jump to like the number like top three teams, nothing like that.
They made a big mistake. Patrick Beverley was the heart of the team, and Anthony Edwards was getting pumped up or inspired by Patrick Beverley. Uh, Carl
Yeah,
Anthony Towns was different, a different player this year, and I think it was because of him. But
yeah. People understand, man. Listen, Pat Bev will take what he did in Minnesota and transfer it to Utah because again, every team he's been on, he's been to the playoffs. He put a battery in Anthony Edwards back. He put a battery in Karl Anthony Towns' back. You know what I'm saying? Like those guys, those type of guys, they don't show like what they do in their, the stat sheet. They do, just by their impact on the team in the locker room, being a vocal leader. You know what I mean? Like even let me show y'all something that he posted
So
right
wait,
after he got traded.
they gonna move Cat to the 4?
Yeah, I mean he wants to shoot threes anyway.
who's who is Patrick Beverley gonna play with in Utah?
They got some dudes. First of all, Donovan Mitchell. I'm telling you, hey Bruce, you laughing? I guarantee you watch Donovan Mitchell play better defense next year.
If he's only
Watch.
on the Utah Jazz, yeah, I believe he's gonna get traded.
Utah is gonna miss the playoff.
Bubba. They building around Donovan Mitchell. They're not trading him.
Yeah.
They're gonna be building around. They're trying to build around Donovan Mitchell.
Because they got like 2 picks so far. Wait, they got 6 picks, 5 or 6 picks.
Dwayne Wade better be careful with Malik Beasley.
Why's that? Why's that?
Isn't he after older women? So
Oh yeah. I feel that. I feel that. Hold on. I'm gonna show you something. Hold on 1 second, because I know they're not trading Donovan Mitchell, Bubba.
Now I said that because they got 5 future picks so far. They got 4 from the Gobert trade, and they got 1 from they traded Royce O'Neal yesterday.
yeah,
Yeah, they traded Joe Ingles.
Joe Ingles got traded in January, way back in January.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. They traded him earlier. They got rid of his best friend Eric Pascal.
Yep.
So like, I don't know who's in charge of all these moves,
no
but
playoffs.
huh?
No playoffs.
See, the Jazz plan to retool the roster around Donovan Mitchell. They're not going to get rid of him and Gobert. I'm
Who's
telling
gonna
you.
be the center now?
They got Whiteside.
They got Whiteside.
Whiteside.
And they got the rookie that he's a rookie. They got the rookie that Minnesota drafted.
No, Kessler.
Yeah.
Yeah, no playoffs.
Epic Play said that was an ugly trade Minnesota made. How are you gonna play cat and root? Yeah, I don't. It just doesn't fit to me. Like you got Ant, you got D'Lo, you got you know what I'm saying, like
Yeah,
those
man.
guys. But
Yeah.
who's your bench gonna be? Like you got who you got on your bench?
D'Lo doesn't play any defense. Doesn't show up in big games. Mm. We'll see.
Yeah, he really regressed. All right. I don't know what happened to him.
That
I'm
dude
shocked.
was
I'm shocked that the Warriors let Gary Payton second go. But,
why you shocked?
I guess they didn't want to pay the money.
Yeah.
Nah, he got he got his money. He got his ring, so it's like what you need to stay for.
I
Right.
mean, he was very instrumental in the final.
Oh, he for sure. Like that, but I think again, like when he got his title, it's like okay, now it's about getting your money because he wasn't probably gonna get that money in Golden
In
State.
Golden State. Right.
So you gave him a 3-year, $28 million with the Blazers, who he's actually cool with Damian Lillard because they both from Oakland, and Portland is slowly making some moves. They're slowly making moves.
And I know Dame is gonna be happy. Finally, another guard, a guard that plays defense.
Yep. He, I think GP is going to be to Dame what Pat Bev is going to be to Donovan Mitchell.
Ooh, he's gonna harass Curry. He knows all his moves because I've seen every practice. He used to practice with Curry all the time, and he's saying that don't let them trade me. Don't let me. Don't let them let me go. I'm gonna harass you. Oh man.
Yeah, Curry. So he's so great though. It's like he always going to figure something out.
Mm.
So
I don't know about DiVincenzo. His defense is questionable.
yeah, he a shooter.
Yeah, he's a shooter.
He definitely a shooter, bro. Oh, they just think they charged hold on. They said Miles Bridges has been charged with felony domestic violence. Um, do y'all think that they gonna possibly try to charge him with something more serious, like something more deadly?
If were the kids in were the kids in the same room when that happened, that could be child endangerment.
Yeah,
Right.
that they were because he was telling him
Right. He was
he was
telling. Right. Right.
he was telling him to stop. So
There
yeah, they were
could
in
be
the
more
same room.
charges.
Yeah, so this dummy was doing it with his son watching, bruh. It's like this dude has no self control. And let's just play devil's advocate. Let's say it was the lean. Let's say that it was drugs or other substances. Then you really don't need to be around your children.
Child endangerment.
Now your children are in danger of being taken away from you and being turned over to the state. Congratulations, dummy.
I don't think she's gonna say that they are in the same room because I mean she could be charged of child endangerment too if she's doing drugs with the kids there. So
Well, it's too late because there's
Right.
video, like the video I showed that he was trying to tell her to stop. Like he was literally right beside him as he was doing it.
Right.
So it's like again, they can't avoid this. They're gonna have to, somebody's gonna get in trouble. If you want to try to protect him and try to like keep the people, like no, he's going to jail. He's probably going to jail. So
Man,
to
Hornets off season has been interesting.
It really has.
yeah,
I mean, I don't know if Montrez is gonna go to jail, but
he's
Miles,
another one.
you know,
Go ahead, my bad.
I mean, Miles Bridges might definitely will spend time in prison, maybe a long time.
Bro, that dude was they gonna make an example out of him. He was due for a $100 million contract. Not even 24 hours. He had to wait for 24 hours. He would have got that deal.
Mm.
Yeah, the timing,
Sad,
man. The timing.
sad man. Mm-mm-mm. Ah, but anything last second y'all want to talk? Y'all want to say before I close it down?
So, do you think Kevin Durant will fit in Toronto? Because I hear Toronto, Kevin Durant.
Uh, cause who's over there? Siakam, Fred,
Hmm.
Scotty Barnes,
Yeah,
Anobi.
Ananobi,
Chris Bush.
Chris Boucher, Achua.
Yeah, because they got a lot of length and athleticism there. Yeah, I could see Durant, fitting there. It's just they got to trade away. They might have to give up Siakam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Fred or Siakam they're gonna have to give up.
Mm.
And
They probably trade the whole team. If Gobert got 8 potential players involved in a trade, then KD, I can't imagine that.
Katie needs to go to a team where there's that defense is preached. I don't think Phoenix is a team for him. I don't think it is
Then Miami's
because
his only choice. Then
yeah, I think Miami be better for him than Phoenix because Phoenix, yeah, you got the offense, but if you trade away Mykal, you trade away uh Crowder, you trade away Cameron Johnson. I mean, you don't trade away probably your best defenders on the team. So now it's just gonna be just like Brooklyn, and it's just gonna be strictly offense.
Remember a
yeah,
couple of weeks ago, we were talking about Malcolm Brogdon with the Celtics.
right.
Yeah, I know. That's a pick. That's a good pickup for
That's a
them.
good pickup for them.
That's a good pickup because now Smart can come off the bench.
Yeah, I mean he was a bench player already. So, but
Yeah, Marcus.
the thing is, Malcolm Brogdon has been dealing with injuries. So the question will be, can he stay healthy?
You be better. Well, our Celtics gonna be right back where they were last year, at home, not holding up the trophy. Because the Clippers, we're set, we're good. I keep hearing people bring up this KD thing because you go to the Clippers. I don't want KD on the Clippers, man, because we have to give up PG, and I ain't trying to give him up.
And maybe Reggie Jackson.
Nah, I'm good because that's gonna mess up the chemistry. It's gonna mess with the chemistry. So,
Yeah.
all right, y'all. I'm gonna shut down the live. Probably something gonna happen again tonight. We'll be back on tomorrow. Probably a little bit more earlier, and definitely let y'all come in and cook. Oh, hold up. What up, Unc?
What up, nephew?
Are you cars right at the end, man? We're about to close it down.
Yeah, I just got in the house, man. Made me something, eating everything, got myself together, and then sat down in front of the computer, seen that you was on, man. And so I was gonna try to stop in because I just got in the house, and like I said, we 3 hours different. So
For sure.
yeah, but I just had jump in, just let you know I got in and was gonna try to make the show. But
Um,
uh, um, so you joined. I Man, I think I joined the wrong. Ah,
yeah.
I
You
mean,
try.
it's my don't ask me why my man shit, he Miami Heat but I don't know why I thought it was you. I hit and once I did it, I realized I'm like, hold god dang, I
Wrong
can't even
page.
this yeah. That's why I asked you, I'm like,
Yeah,
whoa.
I ain't got that, man. That's why I was like confused. What you mean? I don't even
Yeah.
have that.
Yeah, and then I just seen when you sent me, and I looked, and I said I was gonna wait till I get home. Then when I get home, I'm like, okay, you're on like minded. So I guess like they say, you must have to have a certain amount then. But
Yeah,
you over.
I could do it. I just ain't had the time to do it.
Oh, okay. I agree. Say
Yeah,
because you over the amount, so you just didn't do it.
I just ain't did it yet.
Okay.
I ain't going to lie to you on.
Oh, no, I because I'm I just thought so. I'm like, hold. Then after I did it, I'm like, man, let nephew. I'm like, wow, man. I done did good thing, it was only, $2, but I was like, I realized after I did it, after I did it, and then I text you that I did it, and then I'm like,
Wrong show.
something, yeah. I'm like, well, I'll be damned. So I was like, all right, nephew, I'll just get with nephew and but he Miami Heat. He came over. He be coming over on my channel. But
Okay.
don't ask me why I thought that was you. Don't ask me why I thought that was you, man. I'm like, God damn, till after I did it. But it's all good. Like I said, whenever you do it, what I mean,
Yeah,
it ain't no problem. But yeah, I just thought I'd let you know, man.
yeah. It's all good. It's all good, Unc. It's
So
all
what
good.
what what I missed, man? Cause I like I said, I came in, man, got myself together, got something to eat. I ain't listen. I seen that you was on once I got in front of the computer and sat down. And I seen
Uh,
that you had an old boy up the Bridges boy.
yeah, yeah, man. We just chopped it down, man. Just everything about the situation, about the fighting
Oh,
and the
okay,
bruising and all the stuff that happened through the whole situation, man. Broke it down. So
okay,
it's just basically men got to do better, man. We just have to do better. We can't.
definitely.
We gotta have a better level of thinking, or else we gonna have situations like this that it don't need to be even had, man. Like, look at this,
Little
man.
boy,
Like,
yeah, little boys and grow up think it's okay to
man,
hit
it's
on
just
girls,
crazy.
So. But yeah, don't worry. I definitely I probably get to catch your next one, man. I'll catch up. But I say I don't care if it's a second or 90 seconds. I'm gonna jump on.
I already know you,
Just
I appreciate you.
yeah, ain't no problem, nephew. Ain't no problem. I ain't no need us to even get into conversation. But I just wanted to jump on and real quick show my support, man.
Oh yeah, man. I'll be back on tomorrow though.
Okay, bet.
All right, I'll
All
text
right,
you.
babe. All right, yeah,
All right,
yeah.
love,
Okay, bet. Peace, babe.
love. Love. All right, y'all. That concludes the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. Hope that y'all actually not only enjoyed the entertainment, but also the information we gave out, man, because that's what it's about. As long as we take for situation we can learn from it, then I feel like I've done my job as far as stating the information I have. You know what I'm saying? I want to give a shout out to all my subscribers, all the people that are in here. You know what I'm saying? My man Raheem Mostert. You know what I'm saying? My man Big Tone, of course. Follow him at Big Tone Open Sports Talk. That was just on the live. My man Soccer Updates, aka Bubba. Bruce, you know what I'm saying? The guys who come on, Epic Plays, Prince Phil, shout out to Prince, you know what I'm saying, being a new subscriber, you know what I mean? Appreciate you coming in, homie. And just everybody else, yeah, comes in here, man. I always salute to y'all, man. I make these videos, you know, because I really want to be a person that's actually um a voice that can, you know, be a voice of reason, bro. There's a lot of people out here just walking around lost, and we gotta get back in order, man. You know what I'm saying? Hit that cash app, y'all see it right there under, you know, $ BJ Matthews. Any type of amount y'all want to, you know, donate on your heart, it's cool with me. If y'all don't donate, I'm still cool. I still love y'all. But yeah, man, appreciate y'all jumping in here, man. Hit that like, hit that share, hit the subscribe, pull up the seat, pull up a chair, pull it out. Peace. I like swimwear.